Hey Beau, I'm wondering how I can determine the approval amount for purchasing a franchise startup. Currently, I have $45,000 in liquid funds and an additional $50,000 that I can convert by selling some stocks. Thank you, Raul.
So it depends. I mean, we have some banks that we work with. So our company, we work as advisors where we find the right bank, credit union, and bring the deal to. So depending on the deal, we will then source the bank or credit union. So on something like this, some banks say, hey, anything that's a startup, even if it's a franchise, we're going to be at 70%. Some of them will go to 90%. They all have different boxes. Some of them say we'll go to 90%, but we need 10% equity injection. We need 7 or 8 months of reserves in the bank. So when we factor that all in, that's where we figure out what bank will actually do this. So based on this, with low reserves, we're able to get deals done with very low reserves because one bank we work with, for example, they'll build in the working capital and they'll use that as part of your reserves. So they don't say, hey, we need the equity injection of 10% plus 8 months of reserves. They'll look at it kind of combined. So really what they need is the equity injection. And they're going to pull out an SBSS, which is a credit scoring model for small businesses that the SBA uses. And assuming you score 165 or better on that, then it's very probable. So to determine then your total project costs, we're going to figure out what the franchise requirements are. So let's just say it's an HVAC company and their requirements on the FDD are to have 2 trucks, 1,000 square foot of office space. We're going to calculate that. That's all going to go into your total project cost. We need those numbers. A lot of people just look at they get the FDD and they say, oh, I need this much. Well, we have to break it down. We have to get invoices. You don't have to go buy the lease or sign the lease documents. We have to get copies of those leases. So assuming we get that all, that becomes the total project cost, then we calculate it. So essentially, if you have 10% equity injection plus a little bit of reserves and your credit's good and you have a good track record, typically we can get these deals done. They're usually looking for a franchise model that's got at least 20 units. If it doesn't have 20 units as a startup franchise model, then there's some other caveats. But anyway, that's how we figure out what you need. Remember, every bank's got a little bit different box. So once we have the scenario together, they go out and find the right box, the right lender to match it with. So that's how it works. Go to bookwithbeau.com and I'll set up a call with you and we can discuss in detail.
Hello there, this is Beau Eckstein extending a personal invitation for you to join our complimentary mini course, The Fundamentals of Purchasing a Franchise. Our course may be brief, but it provides an excellent grasp of the process of discovering a franchise system that perfectly suits your lifestyle, aspirations, and financial requirements. With countless franchises available, this course will guide you through and help you understand how you find these franchises, how you do the due diligence, and how you go through the buying process. Anyway, this is complimentary. Go to franuniversity.com. Enjoy. I'll see you on the inside. Hey guys, Beau Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.